You don't have ADHD. It all started about 5 years ago, sitting at home, staring at my psychology essay. I knew I had to finish it, but instead my mind kept drifting. Video games, hanging out with friends, binge watching Netflix, or scrolling through YouTube. Anything but what I actually needed to do. So I thought, maybe there's something wrong with me. I went to a psychiatrist, hoping for some answers. The solution they gave me? A quick prescription for Ritalin. For those who aren't familiar, Ritalin is like Adderall. It's a stimulant that makes even the most boring of tasks seem more engaging. It was supposed to help me focus, and at first, it worked like magic. For the first time, I could sit down and get things done without the consistent tug of distractions. But it wasn't long before I realized the downsides. Sleep became a distant memory. When the effects wore off, my focus was worse than before. If that wasn't enough, things started going wrong physically too. Let's just say I wasn't as up as I once was. The worst part? I became more depressed than I'd ever been. Was it worth the slight improvement in grades? For me? Nah. And I knew there had to be another way to fix this. So, what was wrong with me? Short answer, my change in behaviour. When I was younger, my mum told me that I had no issue with my focus. If I had to get something done, I did it, and I didn't get distracted. So what happened? 3 major behaviour changes from when I was 6 to when I was 20. 1. I started playing video games. 2. I used social media all the time. And 3. I did, you know what, a few times a week. Why does this matter? Instant gratification. My theory was that if I regularly took part in these behaviours, that I was also training my brain to get used to having instant feelings of reward. So when it came to anything mildly more difficult, there would be incredible resistance because my brain wasn't used to having to work for its reward. So if I were to remove all these overstimulating behaviours, I'd get my focus back, right? So, 2 years ago, I tried an experiment. I told myself I'd do it just for 1 month, to see what would happen if I gave my mind 0 escape routes. No video games, no social media. If I needed to speak to someone, I'd call or text them. And no self-gratification. And no movies, no shows, no music. Even music. Why go that far? Because I wanted to know how far I could take this. If all this stimulation was ruining my focus like I thought it was, then by taking it all away, it would show me the greatest effect. Was it a little extreme? Maybe. But I wasn't interested in half measures. So what happened? For the first 3 weeks, it was honestly hell. I wasn't prepared for how intense the withdrawals would be. When you go from constant stimulation to silence, your brain screams. You feel restless, irritable, and sad. But that taught me something. I'd built my day around avoiding stillness. And when I removed all the noise, I had to face something I hadn't in a long time. Myself. My thoughts. My actual life. But just after week 3, it happened. It actually happened. I started to feel sharp again. Not manic, not wired or restless, just present, calm, clear, like I was in control again. And that's when something else showed up. Not because I was chasing it, but because there was finally space for it. Joy. Not the cheap dopamine kind. A deeper, more grounded kind. But again, that wasn't the goal. It was just what happens when your attention isn't constantly being hijacked. Now I know some people don't want to hear this, because if what I'm saying is true, it means you might have to give things up too. And look, I get it. You like your games, you like your scrolling. You like your background music and your funny videos. You like that little release. But you probably don't like that feeling afterward. The numbness. That guilt. That sense that the day slipped away again. Here's the thing. Focus isn't just about work. It's what lets you create, move, and grow. It's how you direct your life. And when your focus returns, you might find that life is far more beautiful than you remembered. You don't need constant stimulation to enjoy it. You just need to be there for it. So, where am I now? 2 years later, I still haven't reinstalled social media. I haven't picked up a video game, and I haven't gone back to self-gratification. And yeah, that might sound impossible, but you'll just have to believe me. This all isn't just because I'm trying to punish myself, but because I finally feel free. The experiment gave me my attention back, and with it, my direction. And once your cravings shift from comfort to purpose, you start living differently. You don't just get more done, you want to do more. Focus was the goal, happiness was just a side effect. And honestly, I'll take that deal any day.